Hey, what's up? Welcome back and welcome to today's video. My name's Frank. If you don't know me by now, I'm a certified personal trainer and fitness nutrition coach with my three main goals of helping you move, feel, and look better through mobility, nutrition, and training. And in today's video, we're gonna be going over the top 10 diet and nutrition tips for beginners. This was a video request that I got, and that's where I get a lot of my ideas and creative content juices from is you. Whatever you want to know about, that's what I want to talk about. So we're going to go over that and then some in today's video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome back again. And if you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you never miss any of my latest content. And all right, you're here. Let's get into it. Let's talk about these 10 juicy topics. So tip number one is just gonna be hydration. I say this over and over again, all right? Is that you just gotta stay hydrated. Water is the mechanism that helps burn fat right out of the body, okay? Well, not technically, but it's responsible for all of our metabolic processes and functions, from sleeping to breathing to blinking to eating. I mean, water facilitates and helps with all that. So you wanna drink plenty of water. And one of my best go-to tips is right when you wake up, drink a 16-ounce bottle of water. I don't care who you are. For my very first personal training certification that I ever got, they would always say that you want to get at least of a minimum of 90 ounces. Now this kind of goes all over the place because if you're overweight, you need to have 8 ounces for every certain amount of weight that you're at. And if you're outside in the sun for more than 30 minutes, you need another 8 ounces. So I like to tell a lot of people is what are you doing now? And then let's add 16 to 32 or ounces or so water to that because it's baby steps, right? If you're only drinking 2 cups of water and I say drink a gallon, that's way too much and chances are you're not gonna stick with it. We want sustainable transformation. So when it comes to water, we wanna make sure that we start wherever we're at. And if you're already drinking a gallon, maybe you're good. Maybe you need to drink a little bit more if you're active, but we want to start with where you're at and then make small little changes along the way. Same thing that goes with nutrition and food. When we're increasing or decreasing calories, small subtle changes along the way. So drink plenty of water, get that easy hydration window first thing in the morning, and at least every few hours just make sure you're drinking it because you want to make sure you stay optimally hydrated because a lot of times your body's going to send mixed signals telling you that you're hungry when you're actually thirsty. So before you eat, drink some water, wait 15 minutes, and then go ahead and eat if you're really hungry. Tip number 2, eliminate the junk. Listen, you've got to get rid of the bullshit. You can't keep eating all this crappy food. It's not working for you, okay? Too many times I see people start a brand new nutrition program and then they fail and they quit and they're demotivated. Why? Because they don't see results. Listen, you've got to eat the right foods. Thousands of new cells are created in your body every single day and thousands of cells are destroyed. So if you're fueling your body off of Cheetos, you're not going to look your best, okay? You got to make sure you're eating the right foods and it all starts with a healthy and clean, nutritious diet. So think basic, at the very basic, okay? It's like eat some fruits, have some strawberries, vegetables, broccoli, lean proteins with every meal. It's not complicated. If you're eating out, getting cake pops from Starbucks, getting burgers and Big Macs from McDonald's, you know that's not gonna get you to where you wanna be. Yes, you're probably gonna get a lot stronger if you're doing a strength training program, but you're not gonna see the fat melt off your stomach. And chances are, if you're wanting to get in shape, you wanna have a flat stomach, and it's why we all started here in the first place. So please get rid of the junk. Point number 3, blood sugars. You've got to watch your blood sugars, and especially if you're diabetic, you better be listening to this because you've probably been monitoring your blood sugars for a while. And don't tell me, because I've heard this before, like, oh, I need to eat a Snickers bar, my blood sugars are getting low. No, that's crap. There's a lot of other healthier things that you can have instead. So when I say watch your blood sugars, listen, if you're having white pasta, white rice, donuts, you know, jelly coated, whatever, sugar coated macchiatos from Starbucks, the list goes on. Those are going to increase the crap out of your blood sugars, okay? Insulin's gonna go up. When your body secretes insulin, the hunger hormone, ghrelin, goes up. That's gonna keep you feeling that you're hungry and you need to eat more, okay? And then there's a leptin hormone that goes down, which regulates how full you are. So if leptin goes down saying, hey, I'm not that full, all right, and ghrelin goes up saying I'm hungry, you're gonna eat like an animal. And so a lot of times we have these sugary foods. It's like, why can we eat pasta and pizza forever till we're like super stuffed? Okay, and then also, why can't we stuff our faces with broccoli? There's so much fiber in broccoli that you can't possibly overdo it, right? So it's kind of one of those things that you just really got to pay attention to, and you got to make the right food choices. So for example, think low glycemic fruits or low glycemic foods. Low glycemic meaning the blood sugar index, that it doesn't spike it as high. So we want blood sugars to be at a nice stable or constant or a gradual up and down, not just spiking through the roof. The only time you want to spike blood sugar levels is right after a workout, because after you're done training, the blood sugars go down and we want to bring them back up. Not necessarily we have to use a super sugary fruit all the time like bananas, which I do recommend you could have after a workout. It really depends on the individual and what foods you may be sensitive to. But for the most part, watch your blood sugars, all right? Eat low glycemic fruits, berries, apples, pears, oranges. I mean, maybe apples and oranges can be a little iffy, but any kind of berries, for example, super low glycemic. Plus, if you ate a 1 pound of strawberries, which would, you know, might be tough to do, it's only 34 grams of carbs, which is like less than a cup of white rice, and you can easily eat a cup of white rice, and a pound of strawberries, completely different. So watch your blood sugar levels, make sure you keep them at a constant, eat low glycemic foods, okay? So example, when we're getting into the fruits, stick with berries. They're like my #1 go-to thing. Even if you did sweet potatoes, for example, yes, a little bit higher in carbs, kind of like a brown rice, but it's gonna keep your blood sugars more stable. It's gonna avoid those big spikes, and it's gonna avoid messing up all those hormones in your body that's telling you you're full or if you're hungry. Point number 4, drop the dairy. Okay, listen, you could still have dairy, but check it out. Thousands and thousands of years ago, we didn't really have dairy, okay? Dairy was meant to take a freaking baby calf to a 400-pound cow. So quit drinking the milk, okay? I know you're like, oh, I need dairy, I need dairy. This really depends on the individual. Like I have a younger girl that I work with, I train her and her mom, and she can have Greek yogurt, she can have dairy and cheese, and she's still got the lines in her stomach, she's in her 20s, works for her. Me, on the other hand, I'm crazy sensitive to dairy. So if I eat a little bit of mozzarella and cheese sticks, if you've seen some of my other workout videos with me shirtless, it's okay. But if I had the cheese and the pizza, man, my stomach, it just looks like I'm like 90 days away from wherever I was. Now that's temporary. It's about 2 days, a lot of bloating, a lot of sodium, but it affects most people differently. So when I say drop the dairy, it's a really good idea that we start off and let's just eliminate some things, all right? Let's go through an elimination. That's almost like the best diet you could do is not doing the keto, not doing the paleo if it fits your macros and all this crap. It's called eliminating everything. Dairy, extra sugars, refined crap, and then building a base and slowly adding the foods back in and seeing how you respond to them. So example, for dairy, you can get plenty of nutritious calcium from almonds. You can get it from kale and broccoli. You can get it from salmon. There's many other sources, tofu, beans, like they all have calcium in there, so you don't feel that you have to have strong, healthy bones. Although I did drink a ton of milk growing up, that's why probably my bones are strong. And when you're younger, yeah, it's fine, you can do it. But I even have one of my best friends, Mikey, his daughter, Michaela, she was drinking almond milk like as young as she was having broccoli and chicken. So drop the dairy, and the main reason I say that, because for some people, not everybody, it can cause some inflammatory responses. It can make us feel bloated and we have a puffy stomach, and we don't want to feel like that. So I'd say in the beginning, drop the dairy. It's gonna have a little less sugars in there. It's not as pasteurized and processed, so you can do like an almond cheese or vanilla and sweetened almond milk, for example. They have a lot of vegan and dairy-free cheeses, and I feel that keeps the bloat down. And then see how you feel by adding it in. Yeah, maybe you have a few mozzarella cheese sticks for a few days and see how you feel. Are you okay? Maybe you can keep having the cheese sticks, and now you can have that with a protein shake as a snack, or that can be your midday fat snack or whatever you wanna have. You know, does that make sense? Leave it down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think and feel so I can really better help with your nutrition and make some better, wiser choices. Tip number 5, we gotta have protein with each and every single meal. Why I say that? Because some of you aren't eating all the time, or maybe you're skipping breakfast, and that's totally cool if you are. Everybody's got to follow a little bit of a different plan. Some people aren't really hungry in the mornings and they eat a little bit later. Some people are starving when they wake up. But chances are, if you're not eating that much food, we need to get as many opportunities to get protein in, because it's going to help us rebuild our muscle tissue, all right? It's like nourishment for our bodies. I have an 85-year-old guy I train at his lake house, okay? I go there 3 days a week, and I stress and I harp on him about trying to get these protein shakes in because they're easy for him to do because he doesn't get hungry, all right? And we need every bit of nourishment that we can get to help strengthen his muscles so he can walk around and move. But even if you're not 85 and you're 13, 12, 40, 50, 60, doesn't matter. We need protein with each meal, all right? It's a natural thermogenic. It helps us burn more fat on a regular basis. And plus, it's relatively low in calories. It doesn't have a lot of extra sugars, and it doesn't have all these extra garbage calories. So if you're having protein, it's gonna help you rebuild your lean muscle tissue, all right? And it's gonna help that repair process happen whenever you sleep, because as we're working out and exercising and things like that, we're just tearing down muscle tissue. So even when you're having all this protein, really, it's important to like try and have it with most of your meals, but you don't have to be concerned. It's like getting it right after a workout. I know they say optimize in 45, which is relatively true, but if you didn't get any food for the next couple hours, you'll still be okay because it's the protein intake that you had at the end of the day. Your body's not gonna just like get all this protein at once. Even if you had like 12 ounces of steak, for example, it's gonna slowly digest and give those protein pulses, and it's gonna slowly release into your system. So don't get too caught up about trying to have it all at once, but you do wanna maximize your opportunity. So if you're only having 2 meals a day, you're probably gonna wanna take in a larger serving of protein, and then also you're probably gonna wanna maybe supplement within a few shakes. You don't have to have protein shakes, but I do like them. There's a grass-fed protein I use by 10 Institute. I've been partnered with them since 2015, and they're amazing, and it's very, very little ingredients with 0 artificial flavors and additives and things like that. It can help you reach your protein and calorie goals. All right, tip number 6, plan ahead. Listen, if you fail to plan, you're gonna plan to fail, all right? Everything is in the details. You've gotta have a game plan and a thing of attack of what you're gonna do when you get started with your day, okay? It's simple. Nutrition is simple, but doing it is very complicated and hard, and staying consistent with it. So listen, what I like to do is I like to meal prep on Sunday and Wednesday. This is gonna be an exact bullet point that I have over in this 40-page ebook, all right, my 7 Simple Secrets, and I talk about this. It's meal prep, okay? Now you don't have to prep for the entire week unless you're like you're a fitness competitor or something. Sure, that really does help. But for the most part, if you just plan a little bit on Sunday and then on Wednesday, if you plan on Sunday, that'll take care of Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And then when you get home Wednesday night, then you can plan a little bit for Thursday and Friday, and you can figure out your weekends, all right? Know what you're getting into today or for the week. Quit making excuses saying, oh, this happened and that happens, because you didn't plan. You just didn't care enough to plan, all right? Don't leave it up to the beginning of the day to like, oh, what I'm gonna have that day to eat, because parties, events, social functions, maybe not right now with the COVID, but in the soon and near future, or normally, there's a lot of events and people are gonna be asking you to do all sorts of different stuff. And especially when you get on a healthy nutrition kick or habit or whatever you wanna call it, it's crazy, but you're actually gonna get more opportunities and invites to screw up your nutrition. So please, for the love of God, just plan ahead. Know what you're gonna be getting into that week. Bring some food with you. Have a meal prep on Sunday and Wednesday. Bring your cooler with you. Have those meals in there. Have some healthy go-to snacks. For example, if you have some nuts or some fruits and things like that, and that's gonna make it a lot easier for you to stay on track. All right, tip number 7, salads, baby. You've gotta have salads. The better and the more green stuff you have, the better you're gonna look. It's simple. I have some people that are resistant to it and they're just not crazy about salads, but if you can find that right dressing, a healthy dressing that can allow you to eat salad, you can load up on it. And so I like to get these giant salad bag kits, okay? Most of the condiments I throw away if it's a garbage dressing or whatever. Sometimes the Asian sesame dressing, whatever, I'll use a little bit of that for flavor, but my go-to dressing is just olive oil or extra virgin olive oil or almond oil, any kind of really healthier oil, grapeseed oil, for example, and I'll mix that with a balsamic vinegar. All right, a serving of a healthy oil, about 100 calories or so. And even if you did 2 tablespoons of that, for example, depending on what kind of calories we need, we may need 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of the oil. They get us 200 to 300 calories or so, and we'll get an extra 30 to 60 calories with the balsamic vinegar. That's a perfect healthy dressing, all right? Then your salad, you can load up as much greens, 2 cups of spinach if you want, 3 cups. You can really have as much of it as you want till you get that sense of feeling full, and then have some protein and some healthy fats in there for the most part, okay? That's gonna just help you out so much. And the reason why I say salads is because if you're like me and you're pressed for time, you don't always want to be preparing everything. I've done that before. I've bought individual spinach and red cabbage and broccoli stalks, and I've tried to prep it all together, and sometimes it would go bad. So it's honestly easier for me, and I know it's a little wasteful, but just buying those pre-made salad kits. I rip open a bag, I dump it into the bowl, put my healthy olive oil, balsamic vinegar, add a little protein, avocado, voila. It's done. And I got a really healthy meal that's quick and easy and simple to do as long as you prep your protein. So if you got your protein cooked already, have it in your salads. And plus, anytime you go out, get a goddamn salad. Even if the dressing was a little bad, which always try and get a light balsamic, a light Mediterranean, something light. Even if you go ranch, rather you not, but you know, just get a light dressing, okay? Olive oil and vinegar is best. And you can get that anywhere. Chick-fil-A, for example, if you're down in the South, I love going to Chick-fil-A. I'll get a double chicken Southwest salad, or Zaxby's. I haven't gone there in a long time. I think Chick-fil-A is a little better, but that's just my opinion. But Zaxby's is pretty damn good. You can get a double chicken salad from there, and they're huge. They're monstrous. And I would always say do it anyways, even if you can't really eat a lot. Why? Because of the fact you'll have an extra meal for later. And it's a salad. You can't get fat. I've never met someone who ate too much salad and was fat. Unless they just shove their face full of dressing, and then that's another problem we need to tackle. But salads are huge. Have salads. You can have them for lunch, you can have them for dinner, and they're gonna help you stay on track with your fitness regimen. Carbs aren't the enemy, although salads are very low in carbs. But if you're really focused on fat loss, just kind of thinking out loud here, you can probably have higher carb foods, maybe every 3 or every 3rd or 4th day, for example. For the most part, keep the carbs a little bit on the lower end. You can have a little bit of low glycemic fruits, such as berries, for example. But if you're having those salads and getting a lot of those greens, you'll keep your carbs low. We'll have our fats and our proteins a little higher, protein a little bit higher than the fats that we take in. And that way our body's gonna see fats and proteins, and it's gonna burn that for energy. It's gonna help us burn fat for energy. Now, yes, the big equation is gonna be calories in, calories out. But for the most part, I say salads are really good because they're low in calories as far as the greens and the nutrition goes and things like that. And if you just add in a little bit of a healthy dressing, get in that protein, it's gonna help you stay on track. All right, tip number 8 is healthy replacement habits. Now, I've been saying a lot in today's videos so far, but if you don't really have these replacement habits, things just aren't gonna work out that well, okay? You've gotta switch one thing for the other. So for example, if you're notorious for having a lot of crappy food and you're eating cake pops from Starbucks, or you're having these sandwiches and breakfast sandwiches and things like that all the time, it's not gonna really work out for you, right? So you need to switch those habits. I know one person in mind, for example, she's always saying how she's stressed. And then when she gets stressed, she eats crap. I don't care if you're stressed out. Hell, me making YouTube videos all the time stresses me out, but I'm not fat as crap. Although I used to be when I was a kid, and I lost 50 pounds, and that's a whole different story for another video. But you've gotta have the right habits, okay? So whatever you have these bad triggers with, it's really your relationship with food. You have a bad relationship with food, we need to fix that, and we need to make some better habits and some better choices. So for example, if you get stressed and you normally eat sandwiches and you wanna eat ice cream, for example, get a protein shake with berries and maybe a tablespoon of almond butter or natural peanut butter, for example. It's gonna be 300 to 400 calories, but it's gonna be a lot better than the sandwich or a lot of the garbage that you're eating. You know, you just gotta have these go-to things. For me, like the replacement habit for me, the biggest thing is like, I'll get hungry at night. And a lot of times when I'm eating more vegetables, my body can break down the food a little bit more. And you know this, if you have a bowl of white rice or pasta, it'll keep you fuller longer, more carbohydrates in there, your body holds on to more water. And anyways, I can talk about that later. But I'm just talking about making these replacement habits. So for example, if I'm getting hungry late at night, I'm gonna have a shake. All right, I'll have some berries with it, grass-fed whey protein, and I'll mix in a little bit of natural peanut butter. Or I might do an omelet, 1 whole egg, a bunch of egg whites, and some dairy-free vegan cheese. And those are 2 that I'll go into a lot. If I'm really, really hungry, then I might get a little bit of coconut oil, get some spinach, some onions, some red peppers, and then I'll add in the eggs and I'll make a big fluffy omelet that can really fill me up. Okay, so we gotta have replacement habits. And this is one of the very first things I learned in coaching back in 2007 when I first became a fitness coach, was that you've got to switch one thing out for the other, okay? Because adding too many things onto your plate is going to make you overwhelmed and you're going to quit and fail. So for example, if you're on Facebook every night before bed, get the hell off Facebook, okay? And start making better habits, such as like writing down your goals for the next day, maybe meditating a little bit, or doing a little workout a night, or stretching, or foam rolling, all right? Do something that's productive, then that's gonna help you. Not saying that you don't have to go online or social media, because if you're on any kind of social media right now watching this YouTube video, I'm here and we're getting some beneficial information. So again, long story short, get those healthy replacement habits, find whatever triggers those are that get you to have bad food or make bad choices, and have a better habit for it. All right, almost there. Tip number 9, the 3 rules of food. All right, this is gonna be in my ebook also. It's a free one. My 3 rules of food: flavor, variety, and simplicity. All right, we've gotta have some flavor, and that's gonna come with some healthy condiments, for example. So using like a Tabasco sauce, if you wanna spice some things up, maybe you could even do a low sugar ketchup. Like, ketchup's still okay. I have that on my eggs in the morning, no big deal. I'm still trying to stay a little bit leaner and tighter, and that's all right. You just wanna be able to mix stuff up. You wanna have really good flavor, like I said. You wanna have variety and switching stuff up, because of the fact you don't wanna eat the same thing over and over, because you could get bored. Although if you're that type of person, kind of like me, I can eat steak 3 days in a row if I have to, and a lot of times I'll do that. When I go to Costco, for example, and buy some of my meats, I'll have a bunch of meat for 3 days, and then I'll have a bunch of chicken or turkey for the next 2 or 3 days. Technically, it's good to have a different protein source with each and every single meal, because that'll really give your body a little bit of variety from getting in some different protein sources, okay? But that'll just kind of keep things interesting so you don't get too stagnant and bored. And then also, it's just gonna be simplicity. You just gotta keep it simple. Like I said, nutrition is simple, all right, but it's hard to do. And you wanna make these right choices and keep them as simple as possible, because that's gonna help you stay on track. When things get complicated and you gotta worry about cooking this big gigantic meal, which if you have the time and you can cook healthy and delicious foods, please, by all means, go ahead and do it. But if you don't have a lot of time and you're extremely busy person, maybe you hire a chef, or you get someone to prep these foods for you. Or if you eat out, you eat a healthy, nutritious meal. But when it comes to my 3 rules of food, you've got to have a lot of flavor. It's got to be tasty, or you're going to hate it, okay? You need variety, because you don't want to get bored. You want to switch things up. You want to mix it up so you can just keep it going. You want to use different recipes so you can look forward to that next meal without wanting to cheat and go off the wagon, okay? And then you just got to keep it simple. Whatever it takes for you. If you have someone cook it, your wife, your spouse, husband, significant other, whatever, have someone helping you prep your food, or get a chef, or if you're gonna go out and eat, just make sure you get the right stuff, all right? All right, and my last big bullet point here is accountability. Yes, with diet and nutrition, you need to have someone help hold you accountable. Tell a friend or a family member that you're about to start this awesome healthy lifestyle journey. You just found out about Frank's YouTube channel and you're gonna get into it, all right? Or you can hire me as your coach and I'm gonna help you hold you accountable. Whoever it is, you need that accountability, all right? Because if you're being held accountable, you're about 80% more likely to succeed, okay? And especially if someone's always asking you a question, hey, how's the food? How's this? You're gonna really wanna hate feeling like crap and saying, it's like a bad feeling, you know? Anytime I ask one of my clients, hey, what you have? Oh, I don't wanna talk about it. They kind of feel a little bad. Why feel bad? Okay? Have someone help hold you accountable, especially someone that actually knows what they're freaking talking about too, because there's so many diets and so many different coaches on the internet and they're all preaching all sorts of different stuff. So please, for the love of God, have one coach, or use one coach, but have just one kind of source of information, because everybody, me, 𝘼𝙥𝙥𝙥𝙤, Jeff Cavalier, Jeff Nippert, everybody's saying all sorts of different stuff. So you need to find someone that can correlate with you and what you're doing in your life. Like, I just had a lady that recently started up with me and she just fired her nutritionist, okay? Now, it wasn't all my fault, because when I first started our consult, I said, listen, I want to be on the same page with you and your nutritionist. So you may know, like, and trust her already. I want to work with her and I want to make sure things are going well. And I kind of just gave my own 2 cents on nutrition and what I thought and felt. And then she ended up firing her in the next week because the nutritionist said, hey, listen, I want you to start mashed potatoes and English muffins. And she's like, this isn't her first rodeo, okay? And she knows a little bit about fitness. And if you know as good as well as I do, I don't put English muffins and, white mashed potatoes in someone's nutrition plan. Although for some people they can, but if you're a little bit overweight and you got some progress to make, I'm not gonna start you off with that. So anywho, that goes to say you need to have someone help hold you accountable so you can stay on track with your fitness and nutrition goals, and then just use one coach, all right? Have one person that you're gonna talk with and relate with and communicate your message to so we can find out what's working or what's not working, all right? If we have a consistent basis on our food and we're monitoring our workouts, then we can increase or decrease the calories a few hundred or so every couple of weeks, modify maybe your carbs and fats a little, keep your protein fairly consistent, whatever. We can play around with that. It really depends on the individual, but have someone help hold you accountable. And if you do need help, please, let's set up a call. I'll have that link down in the description. We can hop on a call, go over your goals, your dreams, your struggles, your frustrations, and anything that you're really looking to do, and I'm gonna help you achieve your goals. All right, I hope you found all these 10 diet and nutrition tips very beneficial. I know it was a little longer than what you might have expected, but this is just kind of my own thoughts and feelings that if you're an absolute beginner, these are some things and key principles that you should really focus on, okay? So again, if you're new here, my name's Frank. Please go ahead and subscribe, click that notification bell so you never miss any of my latest content, and please go ahead and give this video a like. It will really help me out. It will help the channel out a lot, because as this video and this channel gets a little bit more traction, it'll show it to other people that can benefit from my information, and then also I can produce really cool quality content. Like I have my videographer here today. He's helping me shoot some footage because I can't do everything on my own. And plus I want to bring new people onto the channel. I got a lot of ideas and bigger things, but I'm trying to balance my business with fitness and coaching clients and doing this YouTube thing, and I'm trying to figure it all out, but I need your help because I can't do it alone. So thanks for watching. Share this with friends and family, anybody that you think could really benefit from this information, because I'd love to help them. And again, if you're really struggling and you're frustrated and you're just beat up and you're not sure what to do, let's just go ahead and get on a call. So like I said, we can hop on that call. You can click that link in the description and we can set that up so I can help you with some coaching. I can help you with some pre-planned workouts, all right? I have over 150 different unique videos that I can send you privately to make your own custom routine. Also, I have a lot of these routines on YouTube. You may not know what to do with them all yet, but I can help you string a bunch of them together and we can come up with a super cool plan. So again, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next video.
I keep on working, got purpose and worth. Music's my cure and this world is my purse. Get rid of this curse with every verse. Of course I've been hurt, but some have it much worse. Leave me alone, get out of my head. Block out the opinions until I am dead. They all go to speak, but you listen instead. Listen some more and you'll cease to regret. I keep on working, I got it on track. You gonna see my name up on a flag. I sail this ship and I'll never come back. I keep this bitch on the line to attack. Never look back, I make a record like Crash. Top of my bracket I smash, I'm like a pack. I'm about to stack it like cash. It's gonna happen so fast.
Never changed my